Hi, my name is Pastor Jerry Ingalls from First Baptist Church in Newcastle, Indiana, and we are on a journey together of studying the Bible, one chapter at a time. I'm writing a short devotional thought on every chapter of the Bible that I'm sharing that with you. Today we're looking at Joshua chapter 2. There are consequences to choices. God's word is clear that obedience leads to blessings and disobedience manifests curses. Before his death, Joshua had confronted the nation with a choice. That's in Joshua 24, verses 14 to 15. While they told Joshua that they would remain faithful to the God who rescued them from Egypt and brought them through the desert into the promised land, their actions proved otherwise. The proof was in the pudding. Judges 2 verses 20 to 23 closes with a summary statement of Israel's condition after Joshua's death. And I quote, "So the anger of the Lord burned against Israel, and he said, because this nation has transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, has not listened to my voice, I also will no longer drive out before them any of the nations which Joshua left when he died, in order to test Israel by them, whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk in it as their fathers did or not. So the Lord allowed those nations to remain, not driving them out quickly, and he did not give them into the hand of Joshua." Wow. So there are two reasons listed in this passage for why God was no longer going to drive out the nations before Israel, like he had during the conquest of the promised land. First, to discipline them for their transgressions. Second, to test their faithfulness, to see if, quote, they will keep the way of the Lord. According to Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2, this was the same reason God led them in the wilderness for 40 years. And I quote, "You shall remember all the way which the Lord your God had led you in the wilderness these 40 years, that he might humble you," and here's the key, "testing you to know what was in your heart, whether you would keep his commandments or not." Seize the moment and obey God's commandments. God cares deeply about your choices, and he wants you to trust him. Seize the moment.